You wouldn't hire someone to run your marketing, get results for 3 months, then swap them out for someone completely different with no handover. But that's exactly how most women structure their training. Program to program, no through line, no progression logic, just a new set of exercises every time the last block ends. You've got a program, you're executing it, but there's no relationship between it and the one before or the one after. That's not training. That's organized exercise, and the gap between the two is where your results are sitting. Every program that starts from scratch instead of building on the last is another month your body has no reason to change. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect your programs so each phase builds on the last, using training density as the driver. One of our clients, Eleanor, in her late 30s, in the police force, training 2 to 3 days a week, followed this exact approach and dropped 17 kilos in 7 to 8 months. I'll break down exactly what her progression looked like. The first thing to understand is training density. How much work you get through in a given time frame. Same session length, more total output. It matters for body composition because high density sessions create a bigger energy deficit during and after training, giving you more room in your nutrition without cutting calories further. Here's 2 ways to increase density across programs. First, exercise structure. Move from straight sets to supersets. Full body, pair upper and lower body exercises. On a split, pair opposing muscle groups, chest and back, quads and hamstrings, same time, producing more work. A 2010 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research compared antagonist supersets to traditional straight sets with matched total work. The superset group burned significantly more energy per minute and roughly 1/3 more calories in the post-exercise window. Same exercises, same load, just structured differently. Second, exercise complexity. Program to program, you layer in methods that increase the demand per rep. A standard Romanian deadlift becomes a Romanian deadlift with a 3-second eccentric. A goblet squat gets a pause at the bottom. You're not extending the session, you're just making every set count a little bit more. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. I put out new content every week. So that's density. Now here's how you can sequence it across programs. So month 1, straight sets, nothing layered on top. You're building working weights and establishing a strength base. It's a simple program to follow, and ongoing programs depend having solid numbers here. Month 2, antagonist supersets. Opposing muscle groups back to back. Think of like your dumbbell shoulder press into a lat pull down, barbell hip thrusts into leg extensions. Rest periods overlap. You're not sitting between exercises, you're working. By the end of the session, you've done more total sets without touching the clock. Month 3, the heavy light method. Now you're going from 2 exercises for the same muscle group at different rep ranges in one pairing. So think of it like your barbell shoulder press for 6 to 8 reps, straight into a dumbbell lateral raise for 10 to 12. You're hitting the same muscle, heavy and light in one block. More total fatigue, more calories burned per session. This is when usually clients notice they can eat more and still get leaner. Month 4, if you've genuinely built through those stages, trisets. 3 exercises, same muscle group. 3 rep ranges, 6 to 8, then 8 to 10, then 12 to 15. You've got your strength, your hypertrophy, and your muscular endurance in one block. It's demanding, not where you start, but when you've earned it, it accelerates results. Eleanor's program followed this exactly. Full body straight sets, 2 to 3 days a week. Then we moved to supersets, then the heavy light method. 17 kilos down across 7 to 8 months. She's now in maintenance, alternating between hypertrophy and strength blocks, which is a different progression method that we can look at later. The third piece is the one most people miss completely, which is the total weekly volume. How many hard sets per muscle group are you actually doing each week? Not a rough guess, the real number. A 2019 study compared trained lifters doing 1, 3, and 5 sets per exercise over 8 weeks. More muscle growth followed a clear dose response. More volume equaled more change. But you can't start at the top. That's why the sequencing matters. Month 1, roughly 10 sets per muscle group per week. Month 2, with supersets, 14 to 15. And then month 3, maybe that gets it up to 18 to 20. By the end of month 3, you should be genuinely cooked by the end of each week. That's the signal. Deload. Drop the volume back. Start a new cycle. Build up. Pull back. but you build again from a higher base. That's what separates training that compounds over time from training that just keeps you where you are. Without that linking your programs, there's no volume progression, no reason for your body to keep adapting. If you want your training to compound, each phase building on the last, that's exactly what Holly and I build for our clients inside Athletic Studio Live Coaching. Holly's my senior coach and sports nutritionist. You get a fully personalized training and nutrition program built around your life. We work with you week to week through check-ins and performance tracking, adjusting your program phases as you progress so you're always moving forward. You can get started by visiting the link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.